So we are now live. Welcome to all of you. Welcome Moses. Welcome Joseph, if you can hear us, and welcome Tabo. It's a pleasure to have all of you, and it's nice to meet again.
Yes, thank
Um,
you.
Today the first thing will be our hangout discussion, like the general hangout that we've been trying to plan for a while. Um, So what we're trying to do is get some African youth, and Tabo, this is mostly for you, get African youth who are in agriculture and have them have the debate about what are the difficulties that youth in Africa face in the agricultural field. So we have tried to look for a few people, but we haven't like gotten like concrete. Fidelin has been trying to work with their schedule to see what like to see when they're available so that we can arrange something. I say we should try during this week or the upcoming week to arrange something, to arrange at least a Google Hangout where they'll come in and discuss, and we'll invite all the other AYM members and so that they could try and attend. I think that would be a really good opportunity for us to all come together. Um, Tabo, by any means, and I'm not trying to put you on the spot, do you know anybody that is a youth that is involved in agriculture and you think there'll be a good person to speak about the difficulties that youths face in agriculture in Africa?
Yeah, I do have someone, but he's in rural place.
For how long would he be there?
I'll try to connect with her. Maybe after a week, I will give you a clear path how we will connect with her. Because where she is now, there is connection problem.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
Because we could arrange this for like not the upcoming Saturday, the Saturday after this, where so that we have enough time to plan everything out. And if you can ask him if he will be available on that will be what will be the date. That will be on the 25th. That will be great, so that we could all
Okay.
come together and then have the discussion about the difficulties that youth face in agriculture. What about you, Moses? Do you have any idea?
Well, initially I had a few people, but as you know about the challenge, most of them who do agriculture live in rural areas. Especially the other gentleman is called Moses as well.
Mm-hmm.
Earlier on suggested is having a very good initiative, and but I'll also try to get in contact with a few people and see whether there's a possibility that they would show up for such a meeting. But the
Mm.
challenge is being in a rural area, and connectivity is another issue, as you said.
Okay, so I guess we'll just try to reach out to these people and see if
Definitely.
any of them would accept to or would find connection on that day to
Yeah.
join us, because that would be very helpful. Um,
Okay.
so just reach out to them since it's a 2 weeks advance notice. I think they should be able to maybe come to an urban area where they could have a better connection.
Yeah.
Um, then what else? Tabo, have you had the chance to go through our strategic plan?
Yes, but I just have a chance to go through it only today. I was somehow not in this country at South Africa doing some little work part time, but now I've just returned today. So
Okay,
I checked it slightly, but I saw that it is very good.
okay.
Yeah.
Um, so we are basically or technically almost done with the plan. Um, the thing that we have to do now is just implementation. We have various projects that we are embarking on, like the agriculture cool campaign, um, and we just need to like everybody needs to look at it and see what they would like to do or what they would like to invest in. Because Moses did bring this in his email that he sent. Um, he said we need to get involved in projects and have more. Or Moses, could you explain the concept again that we should have more hands-on?
Well, let me first refer back to the email I'd sent earlier on. That was a few days back, I think. A few
Yeah.
days. Yep. Well, okay, yeah. I think no, I think I don't see it very easily right now. But majorly, I was wondering about how effective we could be in implementing some of our roles as an organization
Yeah.
that is so far spread. It's hard to implement things when people are far away from each other, and
Yeah.
the whole issue of coordination. But majorly, uh, one of the things I think I noticed was one of your conversations, I think, was that AYE should be like a movement that brings together African people, like African leaders or young people, of course, youth, but those who have maybe groups or other organizations, but African, and promote them, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And I was just looking at, like, you see, like, when we need to run certain projects as an organization, we need to collaborate with some other bigger organizations, development organizations, or funding organizations. But my issue was that most of them right now, they usually tend to go to grassroots level to try to implement some of their projects. Like, they want to
Mm-hmm.
deal with people on the ground. If they want to work with farmers, they go to CBOs down in the villages.
Mm-hmm.
And I was wondering, how is it that we can be more effective in light of these circumstances, where it's going to be hard for us as an umbrella organization to solicit for funding? What kind of activities can be credible for us to do that can help us get assistance or funding or support from other organizations? So majorly, if I was going to look at any particular point in the work plan, in the strategic plan, I would look at the strategic approach that we would have been looking at. Are you seeing that section of strategic approach?
Yeah, one moment, let me pull it up
Yeah.
in a second. Is Joseph sending a message?
Joseph?
No, I was thinking Joseph was sending a message.
Okay. No, he hasn't sent any message.
Okay, one moment. Yeah, okay, I can see the strategic approach.
Okay, so yeah, looking at it, you can see some of the main, they look like approaches that can AYM can take, especially the Agriculture Committee.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, they look very credible, and they are actually very good. So how can we consolidate on these things? And for example, we should be looking at what kind of activities can fit into the lobbying, empowerment. What kind of specific activities can we have as an empowering organization to make us effective and not make us duplicate some of the things that are already being done on the grassroots level? What kind of ways can we mobilize and fight against anger as an organization? And of course, youth engagement. Of course, there's project ideas I've been seeing that are plotted around, and those well, generally for AYM as a whole, but as an agriculture committee, have we really thought about any specific projects we want to run, or as a committee, that to promote some of these things that we have in our agenda, in our strategic approach? Have we ever thought about anything we could do?
If that was a question, then that's a very long question.
Yeah, it's not a question. It's information plus a question plus a lot of other things involved.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we just basically we wanted to start small, then move big. Like, just take the baby steps that we need to take, because we are still developing, we are still growing. Then eventually we'll move to bigger steps and achieving more bigger things. For now, the first step is getting this hangout to go. If we cannot really organize this hangout that really questions our competency, questions how effective we can do anything at all, because the hangout is not something that is funding based. Like, it's not because we need funding to do that. It's just something that we need coordination as a team to do, which we have not really done a great job of, but which I think is something that is totally doable and quite achievable for us to do. And it's actually necessary for us to do it, because it will not just be an opportunity for us to share our ideas or bring people to share ideas. It will be an opportunity to unite other AYM members, where we'll invite them to come and attend the hangout. And then it will basically be like a wake-up call for most of the other members to like start doing other things for their committees. So it's something that is really necessary, that I think we should do it, and that should be our first step, and that should be our first approach. Secondly, we have to like really connect with local organizations. That will take time. We'll move step by step. It's hard to find. For now, it's not hard. We have to do a better job of looking for organizations that we could partner with. I was just thinking recently, there is this thing that they do here in the US called Ag in the Classroom, where hello.
Pardon.
It's called basically agriculture in the classroom.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's something that AYM could definitely promote in Africa, and our committee could definitely promote. It wouldn't be that difficult, and I'm not sure it would be hard for us to find funding for a place like in the US. I don't think it will be hard for us to find funding. I think if we have a really good proposal, we send it to various schools, and then see those that want to partner with us. We basically try to revamp agriculture in Africa in such a way that it becomes a subject that is tested, that is accepted as one of the, like an English subject, like a French subject. I think Africa itself would be happy to provide funding for such a thing, and other countries like the US or other companies will be happy to be able to start this in like at the educational level, while the people are growing up, while the kids are growing up in school, so that they can become interested in agriculture, and we can get more people invested into agriculture. So those are like things that we could look into, which we just need to take each step at a time. For now, the main thing is this hangout. When we finish with this hangout, my suggestion is that we should start focusing on the agriculture cool campaign, where we'll create little videos of youth in agriculture, not just youth, like people in Africa in agriculture, where we highlight why it's positive to do agriculture, the benefits of agriculture, what it does to the economy as a whole, what it does to single family, and that will just basically raise awareness about the fact that agriculture is not just all about dirt, it's about like actually feeding people and making Africa a better continent. So I don't know if that answers your question to an extent, but that's that's my thinking, and that's how I thought we should approach everything. So for now, our goal is getting a few people that are in agriculture, either maybe policymakers, like youth, or maybe not even a youth, like somebody that is in policy when it comes to agriculture, economics when it comes to agriculture. We could just get them, bring them together if they are versed with the topic, and if they're willing to share. It will be a pleasure for us to have them share their experiences with us. That would be great. So that is my thought. Like, that's the first thing that I think, if we are able to do that, then the other things could follow up.
Okay. On that note, and Google Hangouts is the primary target right now for us to start with, right? And I'm saying on that note, the Hangouts are the primary targets for us right now to make them established. But as you see, it's a very challenging thing in Africa for people to attend these Hangouts, especially now when you start including because these Hangouts, they're major as an outreach form kind of thing. You know, you want other people to be part of it, not just the committee, right?
Yeah.
If I'm right.
Yeah, you're right.
We want other youth to be involved, especially those who do agriculture.
Mm-hmm.
But the challenge now you see is that majority of the youth who do agriculture are in the villages. They're in the rural areas, and they can hardly access this platform of Google Hangouts. Now, how effective are we going to be in making this thing work for those who actually need it and those who can actually be part of it?
That's a great question. That's a very, very good question. I think it will be more of an opportunity for us as AYM members to have an idea of what people in agriculture or the youth that are in those rural areas. Definitely, we're going to need somebody that is in a rural area and to see what are the difficulties that he's facing. Somebody that we could definitely get on board who is actually really involved is one of our members, Samuel. Samuel is actually a member that is actually doing things in agriculture right now. So that's definitely somebody that we could get on board to attend the hangout and give us his experience or his take on everything. But also the hangout will be for the general public, yes, but more so for us also to learn what are some of the difficulties that youth are facing in agriculture. And when we'll be done with the hangout, it will not just be like this is the hangout and that's it. We are going to share the videos with other people, and it's going to be on YouTube for a while. So if anybody wants to watch it, if anybody wants to gain the knowledge, or if anybody wants to find out what we are doing or what we are thinking, that's a place to go find that information. So yes, they will not be there to participate, but that information will be out there, and that information will be useful for us. So that's why I really think it's important for us to have the hangout, even though we have those setbacks. Those setbacks are there, and we have to find ways to like combat them.
Okay. Yeah, even here in Lesotho is that problem, the connection problem due to the internet. So I hope taking them videos and then uploading and sharing them will be the best option.
Yeah. Like the video that this meeting that we are having right now, it's going to be broadcasted later on. As soon as we finish the meeting, we'll be able to broadcast this video, and people can watch it. Those that are interested will be able to watch it. So it will be the same thing with the hangout. We'll just have it broadcasted, and if you want to find out what AYM is doing, what the Committee on Agriculture is doing, that's how you will find out.
Okay.
Yeah. But overall, that will be my take on it. I would strongly recommend we try to do it. It seems as if Joseph is able to hear us now. Hello,
Yeah.
Joseph. Hello, Joseph. Okay, I don't think so. Anyway, but yeah, Tabo, since you went through most of the things that we do you have any questions or any concerns that you would like to raise up?
No, I just see so that we will be on advocacy and then doing projects. So like you said, we are going to start by communication first, by doing hangouts. Then after that, we are going to embark on project, because the problem here is what is needed mostly in our countries is the projects, the community projects for the youth, so that they can be empowered. That's the main challenge because of poverty and high unemployment rate. So basically, yeah.
Okay.
So
go ahead if you are saying something.
Yeah, I was just adding up on top of that as we're doing the hangouts, we should probably be thinking about the bridge between ICT and agriculture in implementing our goals and strategies, and
the bridge between
the ICT and agriculture in implementing some of these things, because as we see that a lot of the solutions we are proposing in trying to reach out to these try to reach out to the youth who are doing agriculture in themselves require a lot of ICT approach. For example, attending these meetings and these solutions, these research or whatever requires a lot of ICT approach. So we should be thinking, how can we bridge that gap between the us who are trying to offer a platform for engagement with the youth, and then those who are actually going to be engaged, like the people who are doing the agriculture itself, the youth who are doing that, and those that we want to encourage to do agriculture. So that would require some form of bridge between the means you're using to reach out, and then the people we need to reach out to. A bridge between ICT and agriculture itself in those areas. So I know that there could be a lot of projects right now running that are trying to use ICT as a means of improving agriculture.
Yeah.
We could maybe learn from them. Maybe we could even have a whole session of someone speaking to us about how can we use this platform, ICT platform, in trying to engage with the youth on agriculture, on trying to maybe learn and improve techniques or to get solutions to problems. Yeah, that could be one of the hangouts we could have. Even as a committee, maybe someone could come and speak to us about how we can use this committee on reaching out to these people, or how we can use this ICT platform on reaching out to these people. Maybe there is some angle on which we don't understand properly, or we don't know properly, or something like that. Yeah. So yes, that is majorly what I wanted to add on top of what you said.
Okay. Okay, yeah, that totally agree. That could be a whole hangout conversation by itself. So
yeah,
we could definitely look into that and see like whom we could invite. But the first thing is we need to get this first hangout going.
Yeah.
So
Hello.
Hello?
Cedric.
Hello, Joseph. What happened to you?
Finally, man.
I knew you're going to have some issues with connection.
Oh my, guys, how you doing?
Good.
We are fine, and you, Sing?
I'm awesome. Hey, Cedric, I like your shirt. What fabric is that?
Thank you. This is from your country. This is from Ghana.
Ah, really?
Yeah.
Super cool.
Yeah. But yeah, Tabo, this is Joseph, one of our members, one of the regular ones, but he always have issues with connection.
Okay.
Are you kidding me?
So you bear with him. But Joseph, you could just introduce yourself to Tabo, and Tabo could do vice versa.
Hi, Tabo. I'm Joseph Ayinka from Ghana. Member of AYM, as you can see.
Okay. Okay, I'm Tabo Moya from Lesotho.
Awesome. Wow, that's cool.
Yeah, a new member at AYM.
Oh, nice. I'm so sorry that Ghana scores Lesotho all the time. Sorry.
Yeah, do you know Lesotho? Hello, Joseph?
Hey, Tabo.
Yeah.
I'm sorry that my national team always calls you anytime we meet.
Okay, that's bad. That's bad news.
Good.
That's funny.
All right.
Okay,
Nice to
you are welcome.
Yeah, that's true.
So Joseph, we're just talking about getting the hangout, getting to do the hangout that we have been talking about since a few months now.
Yeah.
Fideling has been trying to reach out to a few people. We've not really gotten like a time when they're available so that we could do it. And then we have not really come together since then to really discuss or see how we can do it. So our goal is the 25th of this month. We could arrange it, invite other AYM members, make it more like well known so that everybody, so that we could have an audience, and then so that the presenters will not feel disengaged if there are not that many people.
That's true.
That's what we've been talking about, and that's what we are looking to do. By now, do you know any? I know you're one of the people that are in agriculture and definitely it would be nice to have you be one of the people that do speak during the event. But do you know any other person, any other youth that is in agriculture, or somebody that has the knowledge that could come over and speak during that hangout about the difficulties that youth face in agriculture?
Right now, I wouldn't be able to, pinpoint or mention any names, but I'm very sure I can, do some bit of research and get some few names.
Okay.
Yeah, in some particular sectors in
Uh-huh.
agriculture around.
It
Yeah,
could, yeah, it could be on different. It must not be like hands-on. It could be somebody that's working more with policy. But
exactly.
yeah, we just need to like by Saturday we need to like know those that could make it. No, not yeah, next Saturday. We need to know those that can make it, those that would be willing to come and speak, and then we need to reach out to them and make sure that they are all there, and then we could organize the hangout. I think that would be a first step towards achieving the things that we want to achieve in our committee, and that would be like a check. We can check one box, and then we can move on to the next project.
Yeah, yeah. I'll definitely check out to see if I can get any names. If I do get any names, I'll let you guys know.
Oh, okay,
But
perfect.
yeah, at the moment, yeah, my the stuff I'm into, I'm uh, I'm kind of switching a bit into cocoa and chocolate and stuff like that. So
Hmm.
hopefully, if that gets interesting, I'm sure I'll be happy to share with you guys if it
Absolutely.
gets interesting. Yeah.
Um, so what made you to take that switch?
Oh, it's something I actually started with some friends from Japan in 2011.
Mm-hmm.
We went to some village where we kind of uh, it's a cocoa farming community actually. So we were there to teach them how to make homemade chocolates and
Mm-hmm.
sell at schools, maybe 20 pesos. So at the end of the month, they can afford some exercise books and stuff like that for their kids. So not some, high tech chocolate making, but just homemade chocolates. But
Mm-hmm.
then everything that we got, my friends will always go to Japan and have some kind of showcase and raise some kids. One in a senior high school and the other one in a training college. At the moment, they're both out of school, like they've completed school now.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, we were a bit relaxed with the whole idea. Now I think we've done our homework and we really want to pick it up and make it something big, something
Mm-hmm.
more commercial, a bit, kind of expand it and see if we can add some one or two communities more to see how best we can go for it. So yeah, that's what we're looking at. Hopefully, uh, September this year we might have some people coming around from Japan. Some of my friends will come down from Japan, so we see if we can put together some business plans and one or two, and we know how it goes. So yeah, but I told you already that I had the first harvest for our very first the initiative in the north,
Yeah.
where
How did
where
that
yeah.
go?
Yes, I must say, maybe probably why I'm moving a bit out of it. We did the harvesting. Our products are still there. We just need clearance to be able to sell them in the market. We just don't want to sell, to people, just in the market, but we want to have it well structured. And it's very, very difficult getting into that market now. So our food stuff we harvested in December are still there as we speak now. They're still in the warehouse as we speak now. So it's not been so cool. So yeah, it's a bit on the low now. We'll see how we go about it.
That's really interesting. You're doing big things.
Not so big, just interesting stuff. Just interesting.
Um, yeah, that's kind of what me and Samuel were doing back in Cameroon. As I went back, we kind of talked. Um, we're trying to make like a sample farm back home where um, we could, where would, right now we're looking into the land and we're going
Mm-hmm.
to be trying like new methods of farming, and there we're going to utilize that land to make it like a show land where and we could teach other farmers what we are doing, how we're able to achieve the results that we are achieving, so that they could in turn learn from us, and we could also use that as a method of funding to use it to teach other people and show them how they are supposed to do it, so that we can improve productivity, say in a little village or in like just community by community. We'll see what we can do. But for now, we are just trying to get the land. I think he traveled to like different villages the past couple of days to go see what they are doing, and then we'll discuss now and see which land we can get and what we can produce on that land. That's just like an update of what we are working on, but it does sound exciting. And Moses, I know your interest in agriculture just increased, so you can join us in any capacity that you can.
I'm
He's the
listening with
expert.
all
Expert in Gap now.
Hello?
Yes, continue.
Hello?
Yes, speaking.
So Moses, you're now our expert, in agriculture.
Pardon?
No, like I still have no experience in agriculture, but I'm just listening with all at your wonderful initiatives, and I'm wondering where I start coming in,
So this is good. Even though we are doing these things on the side, and Joseph is doing these things on the side, eventually the goal will be to tie it to AYM.
Exactly.
Yeah, to tie it to AYM in such a way that we can use it as, hey, we are in AYM, this is what we are doing on our own, and this is how we could use what we are doing on our own to connect it to the general public. With your assistance, this is what we are doing, and this is what we would like to do. But I've spoken with Joseph a while back when he was still engaged. I'm just kidding, Joseph. Just kidding. We spoke back then, and he just shares his ideas, what he's doing, what he's up to, and you can do the same if you think about projects that you think I could get involved in, or he could get involved in, or we can assist you in. Definitely let us know so that we can all get involved. Please, if you guys excuse me for one moment, I'll be right back, please.
Okay.
And you can continue the meeting. I'll be right back.
Yeah, no problem.
Thabo.
Yeah, okay,
Hello?
Mr. Moses.
Yes, are you also practically like engaged with agriculture, or you just
Firstly, I was. Now because of some work, and I'm not engaged now. But I was greenhouse technologies, producing under greenhouses some fruit and selling to the market. Hello?
Okay. Yes, I'm hearing.
Yeah. Where is Moses? Do you hear me?
Yes, I can hear.
Yeah. But now I'm about to start again, because I think we need to do something that they are appealing, the projects that when we advertise ourselves with them, people can see. Yeah, so that we can attach them to our EYM and to the broader public.
And hello, gentlemen.
Yes,
hello?
yes.
Moses, what happened? Why did you leave the video?
No, I thought it was probably breaking, like.
No, it wasn't. Yeah, but anyway, what were you talking about when I left?
I was just asking Thabo about whether he was like practically engaged with agriculture as well. So he was just telling me about his past with agriculture and his.
Oh yeah, I would like to hear that.
Yeah, as I said, I was engaging greenhouse technology, producing vegetables under greenhouse and selling to the market.
Oh wow!
But now I'm no longer in that organization, but I'm planning to source funding and start again.
Oh wow! Okay.
Yeah, I think during up to 3 months I will be starting again, so that we can have some projects and appealing, and we can attach to our EIM, so that the broader public can see what we are doing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That would be exciting, and that's very interesting.
Super
Um,
interesting.
that sounds great.
Yeah.
But Moses, again, back to back to your concern on when you come in. But this is all what it's about, like connecting. I think that's one of the things that we have in our strategic plan to connect. So if
Yeah.
as individuals we are also able to build our own, not organization per se, but just initiative, and then connect it to AYN. Overall, it will be a stronger and bigger organization than what we might do by ourselves. So definitely, yeah, in my opinion, what you could do, maybe partner with the guy that you referred back like a few days back or a few
Yeah.
months back
Yeah.
that was doing something in agriculture, partner with him, bring him in, and then we can see how we can work with him to foster our mutual goal. That would be something that we could definitely look into.
Yeah. I've always tried to let him be engaged, though he has had trouble trying to be available because of his work in the villages. Like
Yeah.
he's always in the village. Yeah.
Well,
But we
guys,
shall we shall always try.
yeah, I think I followed when you guys were talking about the challenges we get in connecting people in the rural areas
Hmm.
to kind of be on board. I was just thinking, this our idea, I mean, or what one of the ideas we have is to get these people, let them know we have such a platform, uh, which is doing great, trying to put together the youth who are involved in agriculture in various aspects, and let them come on board, and let them know a bit, kind of build their confidence that, hey guys, we're here, we here to help you publicize whatever you're doing, record the lessons, and so people can replicate, so
Yeah.
it's not so much of we getting them online,
Hmm.
but is how we can get their message across. So if it means we getting somebody to go there personally, or using voice recorder or a video interview, or anything at all that we can get them, to at least or write their story, what they do, everything, and just let us have it. We kind of discuss it as a group, as
Yeah.
AYM, guys who are into agriculture, see the lessons we can learn from it. How do we get back to these people? How do we move it forward? Which people are interested in such areas, how can they take lessons from this, replicate it. I think that does it, so we wouldn't have much of a problem if you guys are in rural areas and it's difficult for us to get to them. Once we know them, we can mention their names, we can have email address or a phone call to them. I think we'll
Hmm.
be good to go, so it wouldn't be much of a challenge. I don't think so.
Oh wow, that's actually a good solution and a good way to look at it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that there, our approach will be for us to actually go into those areas and look for them and get to
Yeah.
connect with them, and they could connect us to other people that do the same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that's a very one, because we could for example create a link with those very isolated doing agriculture in very villages. We could go and them and get views on certain things, and as we are going to the next person, we could also listen to them and tell them there's this person doing this kind of thing here, and maybe you'd like to try the same thing. Listen to them, that kind of bring not necessarily uh, them being able to join on the hangouts, because I'm very certain, like in my village particularly, of course, the power was taken there, electricity was taken there just like I think 2 years back, but like I could say with confidence that over 90% of the youth there don't have access to internet at all, nor even do they have like electronic appliances, like
Hmm.
electronics like computers or phones that access internet. So I'm very certain that it would still be a challenge for us. Most of them are uneducated, I think most of them have a range of average education in school, which gives to do things in English. But if we could, this kind of initiative would help us like connect even at a very local level. You know, like for example, me when I go to my village, I know the language, speak to them in my language, and interpret in English the ideas on board in English. It would be a very wonderful and very
I heard most of what you said, but around the end you started cutting off. But I think I had the general idea of what you were talking about.
okay.
But yeah, definitely I do agree with your point. Also, so for now, what we have settled with will be arranging the hangout for the 25th. Tabo, Moses, and Joseph, we're going to make sure that we at least get one person that would be interested in coming and speaking for the hangout that we'll have on the 25th. I'm going to reach out to the media committee so that they should create something. As soon as we get the speakers down by this Saturday, we could put up their pictures and then send out like a flyer to everybody. And then our discussions today will be talking about how to reach out the actual farmers, those that are in the rural areas. How do we reach out to them? And then looking at our strategic plan, Moses did bring up the concern of us actually doing projects and doing hands-on work on the field rather than just being like the umbrella organization, because it will be hard for us to connect with other organizations because those bigger organizations are looking for people that are actually working on the field rather than those that are trying to connect them. So we need to still reflect on that. But our first step is getting this hangout going. I think what we have done in the past is bring up so many projects and then ending up not doing much. But for now,
not doing any.
For now, our main focus should be our hangout. So let's just try to get these people. I'll send out reminders, and please just update me on what we are doing or how you are doing in getting a person to join us. I have work in a few minutes, so I have to be running. But
okay.
Who wants to volunteer to make the minutes for this meeting? Any good Samaritan?
Anyone?
Did you say yes, Moses?
I'm still working on my dissertation, so I don't want to make promises.
Okay. Tabo, what about you? Would you be able to write the minutes for this meeting?
Yeah, but let me do for the next one. Now I just come to this out that I didn't settle properly, so I have nothing, no pen, and yeah, I hope you can see.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm going to share the video very soon. And then whenever I have the chance, I'm going to send out the minutes, okay?
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, sure.
Okay, so you guys should have a wonderful day. I hope to talk to you soon. Please just stay engaged. Please just, let's keep up the communication. Everything is open. Send me an email anytime, a message on Hangout, a message on Facebook. That would be highly appreciated. Just keep me updated on what you're doing and keep the whole team updated so that we could all communicate and move this organization forward and move and help the African continent in general. Okay, have a wonderful day, gentlemen.
Okay, and you too.
Okay.
And what is he said?
Bye.
Okay, he just left.
I think he left.